Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to talk about Death Horizon Reloaded on the Oculus Quest 2. Being a new-time member of the VR community, I want to talk about my experience with VR in general and what Death Horizon Reloaded is like. Well, this is Andrew, and let's climb into this. I was always intrigued by VR, but felt that there were not many AAA titles to sway me. Looking today, I still feel there are not many AAA titles, more so on the Oculus, but finally gave in due to its more budget-friendly cost, as you could get an Oculus Quest 2 for $300 US. I don't have any friends that play VR, so I went into VR blindly by not having any experience. I thought the price for the Oculus was good and gave it a go. My first time putting the headset and looking around was just magical. Such a new world with endless possibilities. I have to admit, I didn't know what really to expect and the type of games on it. And you know what? 30 minutes in, finally motion sickness set in. I never thought I would get much motion sickness from any game, but I soon realized this was a crippling factor for me. Luckily, the Oculus store has a comfort rating for people like me. For the time being, only comfortable are the games I'm limiting myself to until I can overcome this feeling, and with this, I found Death Horizon Reloaded. Sometimes we're forced to try new things that we typically don't play, and during the process of this discovery, I thought, why not? Let's go ahead and try it. I would describe Death Horizon as a zombie survival set in present times. I have only played the campaign, but there are 4 different difficulties and the ability to play online with others. The devs are still actively improving the game, and as the time of this recording was January 2022. There's free movement that you can freely move with the analog stick. Physically walk there if you have a large enough guardian, or even teleportation. I know people have a problem with the teleport, but it can benefit those who are sensitive to VR such as myself. I prefer to play with free movement and walk slowly. The way my body fully adjusts to the in-game movement and I don't get any motion sickness. These options are fantastic for all users, including myself. There is a short story, but the bread and the butter of the game is neutralizing zombies. It doesn't get more complicated than this. Enter a new room, clear the room, and repeat. You can store several weapons on your character, where you can have 2 pistols, a primary weapon such as a rifle, and a melee weapon. Throughout the game, you collect security keycards that pass through different levels of doors indicated by their color. Think Doom. As you advance through the game, you can find better weapons and upgrades to those weapons. An example of an upgrade is sights for your sidearm or a grip for your shotgun to make it easier to reload and carry. Throughout its world, you will find ammo, so there is incentive to search around. My absolute favorite feature is taking my time to aim down the sights and neutralize the zombie with a headshot. The Oculus records gameplay through its right lens only, so this is why the screen appears only to be a small square. I mention this because I'm left-handed and my dominant shooting eye is my left, so during gameplay, it doesn't look like I'm aiming, rather going in Rambo style, which I sometimes do anyways because it just feels so good. There are some areas where you have to climb with both hands, and while in place you can pull out your weapon and shoot while holding onto the rope or pipe while climbing. This is a nice added feature. Let me tell you, when you're focused on clearing zombies in one area, then turn around and they are right at your face, I panic and I can't get a weapon. I'm going to blame this on user error because too many times I think I grab my pistol, start pulling the trigger only to realize I have nothing in my hand. I then pause for a moment while getting attacked and carefully think, then grab my sidearm. Also, when you holster your pistol, you'll notice your duty belt will highlight yellow, giving you a visual cue the weapon will automatically go there when you let go of the hold button. Typically I use my rifle, but if I'm overwhelmed by the amount of zombies, I like to pull out both pistols so I can shoot in different directions, or holster my pistol to pull my rifle to later realize I dropped my pistol on the floor. I'm going to blame this on user error as well, because in the moment, I believe my headset loses track of my controller as I holster because I do it blindly, but it's something to think about while you're playing. Something I wish the developer would include because of the player I am is added lore. As you're exploring, there are many computer terminals. It would be nice to be able to log in, read perhaps a diary of what the people are experiencing. We saw a lot of this in Fallout and helped you get immersed in their world. I feel like this can be easily add-on, but it's just my opinion. I don't know much about the developers as they can be stretched thin, but if you're watching, I think it would be a great value. Going in with low expectations and coming out with a positive yet scary experience left me wanting more. Its overall rating on Oculus is above 4 stars out of 5, and I can see why. At its core, Death Horizon Reloaded is a zombie survival, and it does that well. Weapons feel so good that it's scary because of the immersive experience. Would I recommend Death Horizon Reloaded? Absolutely. VR does a fantastic job at immersion for life-size characters. It brings the zombie survival genre definitely something worth trying. Let me know in the comments below of what your thoughts are of Death Horizon, and let's talk about it. Well, this is Andrew, and I'll see you at the next video.